Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday, currently 12:15. We've been online since about 11:30 or so. It's been super slow, but we finally have a decent order here from the bento house. We already picked it up. I think it's going like 2.2 miles, something like that. Maybe a little bit more, 2.5 maybe, 625. The food was ready. And I think for the goal, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Okay, so I'm gonna take the difference, of what I have to what my goal is. I'm gonna divide that by the days that I have remaining, and which basically means that every single day for us to hit 1,200, we need to do around $229 per day. Now, is it realistic? I mean, honestly, I think so. I mean, I clearly did it last year during the same time period in the same area, but for whatever reason this year, it's just extra slow. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I want to say it's possible. I mean, it was the day last year where we almost did like $300. We did $300 here in the channel maybe 3 weeks ago, right? I think I'm pretty sure we did $300 not that long ago here in the same area before it all took a nosedive. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, so 5 minutes away from the first drop off. We'll see you guys on the next one. Hey guys, we got the order dropped off here from the bento house and it became $7.75. And then right away, thankfully, we got an order here from Mellow Mushroom. Now, I'm mainly taking it because Mellow Mushroom is expensive, and on top of that, the drop-off is going to the Amazon building. I'm just hoping that the food is ready because Mellow Mushroom, it's a little bit slow, and it's a lot of items. It's 7 items, so, 625. I think it's like 2.5 miles, maybe. We're not that far from the Amazon building. So, it's a good order all the way around with a small possibility of a bigger tip. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for. Again, now it's 12:25 and it's just been super slow today. I mean, I don't want to say as bad as yesterday because I don't even want to talk about yesterday, man. Yesterday was one of my worst days ever, and I still think we managed to salvage it for the most part because of how lucky we got towards the end. Because at the beginning, whew, that was rough. But anyways, we'll see you guys when we're back on the road. Alrighty guys, we got the food picked up. It was ready. And I thought, I didn't look at the items, so I thought it was gonna be like 7 pizzas, but it's like a couple of pizzas, a couple dessert items, on appetizers and whatnot. But it all fit perfectly snugged in my catering bag, which is a plus. Now we're only 5 minutes away from the Amazon building, or 1.7 miles. So I'm hoping after this we'll just keep it going, because right now I'm feeling good, energetic. Because yesterday, I know I said I didn't want to talk about yesterday, but I think the biggest drawback of what happened yesterday, or meaning of being slow, is how lazy I felt and how tired I felt, even though I wasn't doing anything, which is the crazy part. When you take a nap and you wake up more tired, that's basically what I felt. I'm pretty sure I literally fell asleep, maybe 10-15 minutes at a time, and then when I woke up I was more tired, and I was disappointed that I didn't miss any orders. I was gonna be like, oh wow, I missed an order, it's my fault. But nope, that literally never happened. I have never seen it that dead before. And again, there was a dasher literally parked across from me, and he didn't move either. So that was the only thing that I was like, okay, at least it's not just me, because this guy's also not moving. But anyways, let me get this dropped off, so we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, so we got the order from Mellow Mushroom dropped off, made it back to the town center, and I was just getting flashbacks of yesterday basically. So when this order came in at $5.75 from Chipotle, I think it's like 1.5 miles, jumped on there right away. Normally not an order that I think I would take, but I think I would have still taken it because of the miles were so low. But yeah, so the food was ready. We're about to drop it off, and yeah, so hopefully right now it's currently 1:10, so I'm really hoping it doesn't die like yesterday, but we'll see. We'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, we got the order dropped off, and then we got another order here from Santini's, also showing $5.75. I think it's also going less than 2 miles, so I'm taking it. Again, want to stay active, so it is what it is. Plus, honestly, if DoorDash had never changed their base pay, these would be at least $6 orders. So the customers are tipping. So as long as they're tipping, because I don't want to give someone their order when you haven't tipped. But $5.75, there's definitely a tip on there, so we're gonna go get that picked up, and then we'll see you guys on the next one. Get the food picked up, it was ready, and I was just thinking about that, right? How in people's minds, at least in my mind, when I see a $5.75 and a $6 order, even though it's only a 25-cent difference. Like, it's a difference, you know. In my mind, I'm like, do I want to take a $6 or a $5.75? I mean, now that it's really slow, 25 cents, hey, I'm okay taking that, especially if the miles make sense. Less than 2 miles, like 1.5 miles, absolutely all day long. But now you're talking 2.5 miles, 3 miles, or $5.75, I might not do that. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. Currently 127. We'll see you guys on the next one. So we got the food dropped off here from Santini's. It wasn't handed to me, and I had a very good interaction with the customer. So I knock on her door. She goes, just a minute. You know, then she comes out, I give her her food, and then she gives me a $5 bill. And I thought that, you know, it was going to be just that. But she says, hey, can you just swipe your app here? I want to make sure that you get the rest of the money that I gave you. Because I know, you know, back in the day, DoorDash was still your tips. And I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. So I swipe, and then it was $3.50 tip plus the base pay. And she's like, yep, I left you $3.50, so I'm glad you got it. You know, but honestly, guys, I have never had a customer show, like genuine care. Like, I feel like she was really, like, I feel like if the money wouldn't have been there, like, she would have, like, you know, emailed somebody and made it happen. Like, she really seemed like she really cared for me getting my $3.50. So shout out to her. And of course, shout out for the $5 bills. I'm not normally a cash person. I don't carry a lot of cash, but now in the last 2 days I've gotten $10 and then $5. Hey, money's money. I'll take it all day long. Don't get me wrong. But now we have our next order here from Robex. We just got it. I mean, I'm pulling up right now. I'm sure the food isn't ready. I'm sure they haven't even started, but I can't pass on 625 for like 2.5 miles. Anyways, we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty, guys, we got the food picked up here from Robex, and I'm convinced that it's the manager, because different manager on duty today, and the order was ready. So I don't know if that's just his style. He wants it as fresh as possible. He doesn't like DoorDash. He doesn't like me. I don't know. Hey, but going back to the last customer, man, shout out to her. And I have over 15,000 deliveries, and I cannot remember a time when an interaction with a customer like really got to me, like, but in a good way. Like, I was like, wow, she really cares about me. Like, I mean, obviously not about me individually, but about the dasher, you know, or the delivery driver, or whatever. But yeah, I don't know why that's getting to me, and I feel good. I feel that made my day, you know. Yeah. So, anyways, let me move on before, you know, I start crying. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna cry, but it's definitely moving in a good way, you know. Anyways, currently 1:50 in the afternoon. We got about a 5-minute drive. We'll see you guys on the next order. Guys, we got the food dropped off. I know my app is glitching. Oh, there it is. Like, I was finalizing the order, and then it told me could not reload the data or something like that. But now I did. So, hey, we're sitting basically at 50 bucks. Not too bad, not too bad. Now, hopefully we get something along the way. We'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, we're finally back on the road. It's probably been about 15-20 minutes since parking at the town center. But we have our next order here from North Italia, 625 for the payout. I think it's showing maybe 3 miles, maybe a little bit less. The food was ready though, so hey, that's great. Currently 2:32 in the afternoon. We're having a much better day compared to yesterday, but I'm not gonna say much more than that, because if I say anything else, I'm gonna jinx myself. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, after doing the last drop off, I took a little break. Didn't even pause any of the apps because it's so slow. I just ate real quick, stretched my legs, used the restroom. Now we're back with another order from Santini's, showing a 625 payout. I want to say less than 3 miles. The food was ready. It's currently 3:21 in the afternoon. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, after dropping off the order from Santini's, we made it back to the town center. Same old story, basically. Got back, no orders, nothing but garbage, did a bunch of declining, and then eventually we got this order here from Ted's Bulletin, showing a $15 and some change payout from Grubhub, which is nice. Typically I don't really go to Ted's because they're really slow, but right now it's slow anyways, you know. And I was parked right in front of them, and I noticed that they were empty, like there was nobody eating inside, so I figured the food would be ready or close to being ready. It wasn't ready, but we only waited about 3 minutes, which is basically nothing. So now we're back on the road, and after this order we should be around like 80 bucks, give or take, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm hoping we can just keep it going, get to 100 bucks, and then just keep it going, basically. I know realistically we might not hit the goal of 229, but as long as we can get more than 150, maybe something like 170, close to 200, we'll take it. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. We'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, we got the order dropped off here from Ted's. Now we're sitting around $82, give or take. And you know what's happened today that hasn't happened in forever? I've gotten stuck behind 2 school buses. You see the one that just crossed the street? Man, I literally waited. I don't know how many. I don't know the seating capacity of a school bus, but there must have been 1,000 kids in the school bus, because the guy was there with the little, you know, the little horn comes down, the flashing stops. We were there for a solid, like, almost 6 minutes, because almost 2 songs played on my radio. That's basically 6 minutes. So I don't know why it hasn't happened in a while. Maybe because of the COVID, and there isn't a lot of, you know, school being taught like in class. I don't know. But yeah, definitely just wasted like 6 minutes of my life behind the school bus. And you know what makes it worse? Now, I could be wrong, but at least here in the DMV in Virginia, if there is a median, like a divider, the other side does not have to stop for the school bus. There's a gigantic median here, but the guy up front stopped, so then everybody else stopped. So then we all wasted 6 minutes of our lives we could never get back. Now, anyways, small rant over, but it just kind of got me angry, because I was like, why are we stopped? There is a huge median in between the roads. So then, unless of course something has changed, which, you know, I got my license a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you do not have to stop for a school bus if there is a metal divider or a median in between the roads. Now, if it was just like the lanes, and it's just, you know, the paint in between, and yes, you do have to stop, but that was not the case here. Anyways, currently 4:30, and at this rate, I think maybe hopefully by 5:30 we'll be at $100, hopefully. But yeah, again, we're only dashing until 7:30, so I think we seem to be on pace to maybe do what we did 2 days ago. So hopefully 150, maybe 170. Definitely more than what we did yesterday. We did 113 yesterday. So anyways, let's keep it going. Just picked up our next order here from Uncle Julio's. One item, $16 payout, 8.8 miles away. Now, the only reason why I'm taking this, well, a couple of reasons. One, it's really slow. Two, I got the text saying the food, it was ready. If I didn't get the text saying the food was ready, I would not have taken it, because Uncle Julio's is slow and it's already going kind of far. But when I got there, the food was ready, and yeah, it is kind of a bit far, but there's always a small possibility it could be more than the $16 that is shown as. But the only reason, and the most important one, honestly, is the cash flow, because again, it's really slow and I'm not trying to kill any more time. Hopefully, after doing this order, if there's a little bit on top, it'll put us over the $100 threshold. If not, we're gonna be right there. We'll see you guys on the next. Guys, we got the order dropped off here from Uncle Julio's. It ended up being $19.50, I think. So now we're sitting around $96, if I'm not mistaken, for the entire dash, which is still pretty good. You know, I mean, not great, obviously, but it's only 5:30, so we got basically 2 hours left to do as much as we possibly can. I do have a 15-minute drive back to the town center. We'll see you guys on the next one. We made it back to the town center, you know, after doing the last drop-off, dead, right? Then I started getting a lot of orders, but a lot of like crappy orders. I mean, like 575, 6 miles, you know, orders like that make no sense. So when this one came in, showing a $12.25 payout, 7 miles, 3 items from Willer's Barbecue, I took it mainly because of the cash flow. Yeah, 7 miles is a little bit heavy, but honestly, if you look at the map, it's just a straight shot all the way up. And there's a couple of merchants up there, so who knows, maybe we'll get something coming down. Honestly, it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm just doing it because of the cash flow. It's currently 6 o'clock on the dot, so you know the time is against us like always. But yeah, the food was ready because, you know, Willer's Barbecue, they're always on point, so that's always a plus. And it's only a 10-minute drive. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. So we got the last order dropped off from Willer's Barbecue. It ended up being $12.50, so 25 cents on top. We'll take it. We were almost back at the town center when I got this offer here from Uncle Julio's, showing a $6.50 payout. I want to say like 2 items and maybe less than 3 miles, I think. I mainly took it because the delivery time was like 10 minutes from when I was receiving the order. So I was like, the food has to be ready. And the food was ready. So now we're back on the road, 2 minutes away. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. So we made it back to the town center. The app is glitching. And look what just happened. Look at that. We ended your dash because you were paused for longer than 10 minutes. That's baloney. That's completely BS, but somehow it ended my dash. I'm gonna see if I can get back on real quick. It is saying it's relatively busy, I think, so we should be able to dash now, but that's just really annoying, like, really? Anyways, let me get back on here. Hopefully we can do a couple more orders before 7:30 hits. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, after getting back on, it took a few minutes, and then we got this order right here from Papa John's showing $6, 2.8 miles. Then they sent me a stack for an additional $6. So I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and take both of these, because most likely these are going to be the last 2 orders of our night. So I'm kind of hoping we can squeeze one more in but I highly doubt it. It's currently 7:10. We already got both orders picked up, but we're only dashing until about 7:30. So we'll see what happens. We'll see you guys in a bit. Got both orders dropped off. We're gonna go ahead and finish our dash here at $128 with 30 cents. Not a great dash. I mean, it could always be worse, right? In the end, we still made some money. Now we're sitting for the whole week at $412 with 31 cents. We're basically about $787 away from our goal. I think if we break it down divided by 3, meaning Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think we got to do like $262 every single day to hit that goal. So I don't know realistically we'll be able to hit that. We'll do what we can. But yeah, let me put up all my numbers so you guys can check them out. Thank you so much for coming along on today's dash. Again, it's been a rough 2 days. Hopefully it'll get better, and hopefully you guys are making a bunch of money in your zones. And if not, it'll get better. I mean, it can't get much worse than this. So it has to get better, right? Anyways, thank you so much for coming along. Subscribe. Peace.